यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर श्री राधे जय कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद श्री श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिके। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुम् उन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयतें गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणी। परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। हरे कृष्णा। I welcome all the devotees for today's morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. I offer my humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of all the devotees present here. Kindly bless me so that we can discuss today's very interesting topics of Srimad Bhagavatam. Today also a very important festival, Hera Panchami, or it's also called as Hera Panchami or Hora Panchami. So Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 60, and today's shloka is shlok number 36. So Rukmini Devi is answering in this verse to Lord Krishna. So kindly recite after me. tvat-pāda-padma-makaranda-juṣāṁ munīnāṁ. tvat-pāda-padma-makaranda-juṣāṁ munīnāṁ. tvat-pāda-padma-makaranda-juṣāṁ munīnāṁ. vartmāsphuṭaṁ nr-paśubhir nanu durvibhāvyam. vartmāsphuṭaṁ nr-paśubhir nanu durvibhāvyam. yasmād alaukikam ivehitam īśvarasya. yasmād alaukikam ivehitam īśvarasya. bhūmaṁs tavehitam atho bhavantam. bhūmaṁsam tavehitam atho bhavantam. tvat-pāda-padma-makaranda-juṣāṁ munīnāṁ. vartmāsphuṭaṁ nr-paśubhir nanu durvibhāvyam. यस्माद् अलौकिकम् इवेहितम् ईश्वरस्य bhūmaṁs tavehitam atho anuye bhavantam tvat-pāda-padma-makaranda-juṣāṁ munīnāṁ vartmāsphuṭaṁ nr-paśubhir nanu durvibhāvyam yasmād alaukikam ivehitam īśvarasya bhūmaṁs tavehitam atho anuye bhavantam tvat-pāda-padma-makaranda-juṣāṁ munīnāṁ vartmāsphuṭaṁ nr-paśubhir nanu durvibhāvyam yasmād alaukikam ivehitam īśvarasya bhūmaṁs tavehitam atho anuye bhavantam. Vaishnavis, tvat-pāda-padma-makaranda-juṣāṁ munīnāṁ vartmāsphuṭaṁ nr-paśubhir nanu durvibhāvyam yasmād alaukikam ivehitam īśvarasya bhūmaṁs tavehitam atho anuye bhavantam. tvat-pāda-padma-makaranda-juṣāṁ munīnāṁ vartmāsphuṭaṁ nr-paśubhir nanu durvibhāvyam yasmād alaukikam ivehitam īśvarasya bhūmaṁs tavehitam atho anuye bhavantam. Hare. Is anybody out? tvat-pāda-padma-makaranda-juṣāṁ munīnāṁ vartmāsphuṭaṁ nr-paśubhir nanu durvibhāvyam yasmād alaukikam ivehitam īśvarasya bhūmaṁs tavehitam atho anuye bhavantam. Hare Krishna. तो synonyms meaning of the words tvat, your, pada, of the feet, padma, lotus like, makaranda, the honey, juṣāṁ, who relish, munīnāṁ, for sages, vartma, your path, asphuṭam, not apparent, nr, in human form, paśubhiḥ, by animals, nanu, certainly, then, durvibhāvyam, impossible to comprehend, yasmād, because, alaukikam, supramundane, iva, as if, īhitam, the activities, īśvarasya, of the Supreme Lord, bhūman, O all-powerful one, tava, your, īhitam, activities, atho, therefore, anu, following, ye, who, bhavantam. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. So Mata Rukmini is telling, my Lord, your movements, inscrutable even for sages who relish the honey of your lotus feet, are certainly incomprehensible for human beings who behave like animals. And just as your activities are transcendental, O all-powerful Lord, so too are those of your followers. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Here, Devi Rukmini replies to Lord Krishna's statement in text 13. In text 13, Lord Krishna jokingly teasing Lord Rukmini Devi, and in answer to that, in this verse, Rukmini Devi is giving reply. Aspasta vartmānāṁ pumsāṁ alaukikam juṣāṁ asthita padavim subhru praya sidanti yoshitam. O fine bored lady, women are usually destined to suffer when they stay with men whose behavior is uncertain and who pursue a path not approved by society. In the present verse, Rukmini is taking the term alaukikam to mean unworldly path. Those who are entangled in worldly behavior are trying to enjoy this world more or less like animals. Even if such people are culturally advanced, they should simply be considered sophisticated or polished animals. Srimati Rukmini Devi points out that because the Lord's activities are always transcendental, they are aspasta, not clear or unclear to ordinary people. And even the sages trying to know the Lord cannot perfectly understand these activities. Hare Krishna. So this is a very beautiful prasanga, incident. Lord Krishna, as an ordinary householder, trying to tease his good wife. Because in an ordinary household, this is the pastime of an ordinary husband. So whenever there is a leisure time, so sometimes he teases with some harsh word to her wife, and wife retaliates. And then she becomes anger. Sometimes, she sits in the house without cooking. And then the husband has to follow her, to plead her, to beg her, and console her. And then, both come together and then they enjoy. So this is the ordinary household's activities. And where it has come from? It has come from that Supreme Lord, Krishna. So Devi Rukmini, in this chapter, the super excellent qualities of the Rukmini Devi and character of the Rukmini Devi, Lord wanted to present to the whole world. Rukmini Devi is such a sober personality. Although she is a daughter of a great king, and she was grown up in a very opulent palace, and the most beautiful. She is none other than the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi herself. But whenever Lord appears in different forms, Lakshmi Devi also takes different forms suitable to that incarnation. Srila Prabhupada writes, Rukmini Devi is much more beautiful than Vaikuntha Vasinis, because Lord Krishna is much more beautiful than Lord Vishnu. And Rukmini Devi has acquired that form to please Lord Krishna. And she is the first wife, Patrani of Lord Krishna. So one day, Lord Krishna was coming to the Rukmini's palace, and Rukmini Mata always tries to serve the Lord with the suitable mood, looking at the mood of the Krishna. She never opposes anything what Krishna wants or what Krishna says. But always there used to be a fear in her heart that because many times Rukmini Devi heard that Lord Krishna, when sleeps in the night, he is taking the name of Radharani. Sometimes he cries and he, shouts, Radhe, Radhe, Nanda Baba, Yashoda, and all taking the name of the all Gopas. So Rukmini Devi has heard it many times. And she was in confusion. Who is that Radha? Who is that devotee for which Lord Krishna is hankering so much? He cries. And it was a fear in her heart that once Lord Krishna will leave me. So in that pain of separation, thinking of that pain of separation, always she used to serve very nicely Krishna. And always according to his moods. Devi Satyabhama's mood was a little different. And once Lord gave the Parijata Pushpa to Rukmini Devi. Satyabhama became furious. How is that you did not give me that Parijata? I want Parijata Pushpa. So Lord has to go to Swarga, fight with Indra and get that complete tree of that Parijata Pushpa to please Satyabhama. But Rukmini Devi was not like this. She always in a very sober mood. So that's why Lord wanted to taste that joy of Rukmini Devi getting angry on Krishna. Just like an ordinary householder, when the wife gets angry and she starts talking in a talkative language, the husband inside he gets a joy. So Lord wanted to show to the world that the good quality of Rukmini Devi, how much she loves me. And I want to see that beautiful face where she will become angry on me and she will look me at the sideline glances and she will bite her beautiful lips. So Lord wanted to see that. So one day when Lord came to a house, Rukmini's palace, Rukmini Devi invited and made him very happy, offered him milk, offered him water and fragrance, so many beautiful flowers and garland. So Lord was very pleased. So he was lying on a beautiful golden bed, which it was described, that golden bed was having a very beautiful bed sheet, white color, like a foam bed sheet. And Lord looked at Rukmini Devi's face, just wanted to tease her. And Lord started speaking in a harsh word. Are Devi Rukmini, I don't think you are very intelligent. You are a daughter of a king. But you have chosen a husband like me. There is no comparison between me and you as a husband and wife. You should have married Shishupal, who is much more, powerful king. Your father and your brother wanted to marry you to Shishupal. Why did you marry me? I am actually, when Dhamghosha, Jarasandha came to fight with me, I ran away and went into the sea and I was sleeping on Ananta Shesha. So you have married a husband like me. You should have married a very powerful kings like Jarasandha or Shishupala. And then Lord went further. He did not stop here. Rukmini Devi's face, which was like a lotus, it started fading slowly. Rukmini Devi could not bear that harsh word. She never thought that Lord will speak such a harsh word to her. She was thinking in her mind, I am the most beloved wife of the Lord. So Lord crushed her pride with such harsh word. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains, the camphor and the chandan, sandalwood, the paste of camphor and sandalwood, if you crush, make it powder and paste, and the fragrance spreads, very beautiful fragrance comes out of it. Similarly, Lord wanted to, Rukmini Devi's character is like a camphor and sandalwood. And Lord wanted to crush that, make it paste so as to spread the fragrance of good qualities of Rukmini Devi. So by this teasing, Rukmini Devi, her heart started trembling. She never thought that Lord will speak such harsh words. And she could not bear those words. She started trembling. Her lips started vibrating. And she suddenly fell on the ground, just like a banana tree, which is blown out of the wind and falls flat on the ground. Just like that, she fell flat on the ground. So the Lord did not expect this. He was thinking that Rukmini Devi will become anger, and she will speak some harsh word to me, and I will specify her. But Lord suddenly got up from the bed. And then he came with the 4 hands. Lord produced the 4-hand form. Rukmini Devi, when she started hearing the words of Lord Krishna, her bangles, golden bangles, started slipping from the hands. She became thin. Her garments became loose. And her beautiful decorated hairs got disheveled. All hair scattered. And she fell on the ground. She became unconscious. And that is the great love of Rukmini Devi to the Lord. And Lord got up immediately from the bed, and he became a 4-armed Chaturbhuja Rupa. Srila Prabhupada explains, and Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Sridhar Swami says that why Lord produced that 4-handed form. Because with the 2 hands, Lord lifted Rukmini Devi. And with another 2 hands, with 1 hand, he collected all her scattered hairs. And with 1 hand, Lord very gently caressed Rukmini Devi's cheeks. And then Lord started speaking with a very lovable words. Oh Devi Rukmini, you have misunderstood my word. I did not mean this. I just wanted to jokingly speak some words so that you will become anguish and you will speak some words to me. That was a great joy. Just like an ordinary husband, I wanted to enjoy that bliss of you being an anguish. So Lord started to pacify her. And then Rukmini Devi slowly opened her eyes. She became conscious. And then she starts replying to the Lord's whatever Lord has teased all those words. So Rukmini Devi very nicely answers all those. So see, Krishna stopped speaking, having destroyed Queen Rukmini's confidence that she was her husband's favorite. She began to cry, and soon she became stunned in extreme fear. So what Lord has said, in 7 verses, Lord has teased Rukmini Devi in 7 shlokas. The first shloka, that is shloka number 13, he said, "Oh fine bowed lady, Subhrua." Rukmini Devi's Brua, bows were very, very beautiful. "Oh fine bowed lady, women are usually destined to suffer when they stay with man whose behavior is uncertain and who pursue a path not approved by society." Lord Krishna is representing himself, a person whose behavior is uncertain. Look at me, my behavior, although I am married, but I go with so many gopis, I am not following the society etiquettes. And you have married a person like me, and a lady who marries such a person, she will not be happy. So this was his first accusement or first teasement. So answer to this in this shloka, Rukmini Devi, very beautifully answering this. Look at the confidence of Rukmini Devi. Although Prabhupada ji writes Rukmini Devi, because being the princess of Vidarbha, she was very courageous and also very bold. Prabhupada writes, bold and beautiful Rukmini Devi. At that time in Dwapar Yuga, can we think of a lady who is not married and writing love letter to person, unidentified person who is in Gujarat? So Rukmini Devi, such a beautiful letter she has written. In her letter, she has wrote, "Katva mukunda mahati Kula-shīla Rūpā Vidyā-vayo-dravinadam Viratma-tulyam Dhīrāpatim Kulavati Navranīta-kanya Kālendra-simha-naralokam Manobhiramam Kātvā Mukunda Mahati. O Mukunda, you are equal only to yourself in lineage, character, beauty, knowledge, youthfulness, wealth and influence. O lion among men, you delight the minds of all mankind. What aristocratic, sober-minded and marriageable girl like me, of a good family, would not choose you as her husband when the proper time comes? What a beautiful letter. And then she says, Rukmini Devi has not seen Krishna. She only has seen Krishna through her ears. And when she started hearing about Lord Krishna, Rukmini Devi writes very beautifully the first verse, Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara shunvatamate nirvishya karna vivarair haratongatapam rupam drisham drishimatam akhilarthalabham tvayachyuta visati chittam apatrapam me Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara shunvata mate. Shri Rukmini said in her letter, O beauty of the whole world, having heard of your qualities, which enter the ears of those who hear and remove their bodily distress. Rukmini Devi is saying, when I started hearing about you, my bodily distress are removed. The Davagni in my heart started extinguishing. This is what Rukmini Devi says. Which enter the ears of those who hear and remove their bodily distress. And having also heard of your beauty, which fulfills all the visual desires of those who see, I have fixed my shameless mind upon you, O Krishna. So such a beautiful letter and such a devotion. The last verse is very, very, very devoted. Rukmini Devi says, Yashangri pankajarajaha snapanam mahanto vanchanti umapati ivatma tamopahatte yairi ambujakshana labhe bhavat prasadam yairi ambujakshana labhe bhavat prasadam jayam asunavrita krishan shata janma bhisha yashangri pankajarajaha. Very beautiful verse. O lotus-eyed one, great souls like Lord Shiva hanker to bathe in the dust of your lotus feet and thereby destroy the ignorance. If I cannot obtain your mercy in this life, I shall simply give up my vital force, which will have become weak from the severe penances I will perform. Then after hundreds of lifetimes of endure, I may obtain your mercy. Such a determination. If I don't get you in this life, my Lord, I will give up my life 100 times. I will perform tapasya, and I will lose this body, and again I take birth till I get you. And only Rukmini Devi can, write a letter like this. Lord Krishna was so pleased. And because Lord Krishna knew the quality of Rukmini Devi, so he decided to kidnap her. And now Lord Krishna is saying, you better would have married Shishupal or other king, who is a suitable husband for you. How can she bear such a harsh word? And now, slowly, Rukmini Devi answers to this question answer to this statement saying that, yes, my Lord, what you said is true. You are an akinchana. Lord said, I am akinchana, I have no property, no opulence. Yes, I know you are akinchana. And those people who worship you are also beggars. Lord Krishna says, Only Akinjana worship me. No opulent person worship me. Look at Shivji, like Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and Kamsa. They were all very powerful. Those worship Lord Shiva. And who worship me? Akinchana. The beggars worship me. And you have married me? Then Rukmini Devi is answering, yes, my Lord, I know. You are not from this world. You do not possess the property of this material third class world. You are from the upper world. And you are not an ordinary householder. You are a supreme personality. And what you said is true. I am not equal to you. I do not possess anything which is equal to you. But still, don't ever kidnap that mercy from me. So that is the glory of the Rukmini Devi. Such a beautiful character of Rukmini Devi. In spite of this harsh word, she never retaliated the Lord. And Lord was so pleased. So Lord wanted to show to the world the qualities of this Rukmini Devi. And that was why this was the pastime. And Rukmini Devi, so much, the Lord's lotus feet is so much dear to the Rukmini Devi, because she is the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi herself. Lakshmi Devi never leaves the Lord's lotus feet. The whole world is after her, begging her mercy. But Lakshmi Devi is after those lotus feet. So Lord said to Chatushkumara once, my lotus feet are not so special by themselves, but my devotees have made them special. By worshipping it, by offering abhishek, by offering namaskar to my lotus feet, they have made it special. So that's why Lakshmi ji never leaves. Although the whole world is after her, but she is after my lotus feet. The Lord is telling to Chatushkumara. So here, Rukmini Devi, in Sri Chaitanya Mangala, very beautiful. This was taken from the Chaitanya Mangala from in the Grantharamba, Rukmini Devi ka Vilap, the lamentation of Rukmini Devi. So this is also very in connection with the present incident which is happening. Rukmini Devi was the first person to inspire Lord Krishna to take the Radha Bhav. She was the first person to inspire the Lord about the glories of his lotus feet. So one day, Lord came to Rukmini Devi's palace, and as usual, Rukmini Devi, with so much of delight, invited the Lord. She made him to sit on the bed and offered him arti, and then the garland, and then the fragrance. She served him very beautifully. Rukmini Devi has heard many times that Lord is taking the name of Radha. Who is that great lady? Who is that great person, Radha? And how much she is loving the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. How the Lord is taking her name, even in the dreams. So hearing that, Rukmini Devi is very fearful. One day Lord will leave me. So that's why out of fear she is worshipping. And then when the Lord was very pleased and looked her smilingly, her face, Rukmini Devi caught hold of the Lord's feet and pressed to her chest and started crying. Profusely she started crying. Lord became confused. Oh Devi, what happened? Why you are crying? Is it that I did not fulfill your desires? Do you know that you are the most loving person for me in the whole universe? Why you are crying? So, then Lord said, Eka matra purabe ye parihasa kaila ajiha to mara chite se katha chila. Only once I teased you in the past. Lord is remembering this incident. Only once I teased you. And then you became unconscious. And after that, I have begged so many times sorry. I have said so many times sorry to you. And I have begged your mercy, pardon me. 100 times. You still have not excused me. You still remember that. That's why you are crying. Lord is pacifying Rukmini Devi. So Lord Rukmini Devi said, Aichena nishturavani prabhu mukhe shuni sarasa sambhashe kichu kahaye Rukmini. Just hearing this harsh word, oh my Lord, don't tell me like that. I have already forgotten that. But I am fearful that you will leave me. Antara kathina mora kabuna he ana ek maha bhagya sabe tumi mora prana. My harsh heart will not become soft. It's not soft. My heart is very harsh. But still I am very fortunate that you are my husband. But jagate ye teka sab tora sugochara sabe na janah pada premara utara. My Lord, you are the supreme personality for the whole universe. And whole universe loves you. But you do not understand the glories of your own lotus feet. My Lord, I love your lotus feet more than you love yourself. Rukmini Devi is telling Krishna. And then she tells, Yadi Radha bhavarade kara aropana tabe se jani benija premara lakshana. My Lord, you don't understand the premara lakshana. The qualities of the love that Radharani has for your lotus feet. You don't understand that. So when you take only the Radha Bhava, then only you will understand why I am crying. So this is the first time Rukmini Devi has inspired the Lord with these very pleasing words. And when the Lord heard this, the Lord started trembling. Hearing the word of Radharani from the mouth of Rukmini Devi, Lord started trembling. Then Lord said, Ye bola shuniya prabhura hiya chamatkara ki baile devi kahara bara. Hey Devi, what did you say? What did you say? Please tell me once again. Please tell me once again. I want to hear that. I want to hear that. Bhala mate nashonila ebalila tumi Ichana ki ache yaha nahi jani ami. I have not heard this word for long. Please tell me once again. Tora mukhe shuni mora agochara ache anande amarahiya ki jani kariche. By hearing this very beautiful word from your lotus mouth, I am trying to understand the glories of the lotus feet. Please tell me once again. How is that by hearing this word, my heart is, became fulfilled. My heart is trembling. How is that just hearing that beautiful word from your mouth? My heart has become full of joy. Then Rukmini Devi very beautifully sings these glories of the lotus feet of the Lord. Tuya pada kamale ki ache kathaye bale na janah tumi iha e pada amar ghare chadi jabe anyantare talagi kandaye morahiya e pada padam gandhe jaya ye digante siddhiga chadaye jara mrutyu padamakaranda pane jiyaye jai jane tare ki ba divani shirutu. Very beautiful. Rukmini Devi's mouth was flattering the lotus feet. describing the glories of the lotus feet. Only when you take the form of Radharani, then only you can understand the bhava of your devotees, the glories of your lotus feet. My Lord, you will understand only when you take the bhava of Radharani. So, she inspired the Lord to take the Gauranga avatar, Rukmini Devi, such a beautiful. Rukmini Devi was never envious to anybody, whether to Satyabhama, who quarreled with Krishna because of that Parijata Pushpa, or with Radharani. She said in another verses, now there is a very less time, Rukmini Devi says, those devotees who worship your lotus feet, my Lord, I am very pleased with them. Rukmini Devi is telling, the devotee of your lotus feet, I am very pleased with them. This is the quality of Rukmini Devi. And she inspired the Lord to take Radha Bhava, Gaurang Mahaprabhu's Bhava, and also she glorified the glories of the lotus feet of the Lord. And maybe it appears it is because of Rukmini Devi's prarthana. She said, let my mind become a bee onto your lotus feet, licking the honey of the toes of the lotus feet. Rukmini Devi prays at the end, let me become the Brahmara, wandering about your lotus feet, so that I will relish the nectar from your lotus feet. And it appears this is from the same inspiration from Rukmini Devi. Rupa Goswami has a very beautiful bhajan. Rupa Goswami has written this bhajana. It appears, he's inspired by Rukmini Devi's beautiful speech. In the same, very similar, these words are very similar. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande, Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande, Manamanasa Madhukaram Arpaya Nijapada Pankaja Makarande, Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande, Yadiapi Samadhishu Vidirapi Pashyati Natava Nakhagra Maricham Idamichami Nicham Yatavachyuta Tadapi Krapādbhuta Vicham Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Bhakti Rudanchati Yadyapi Madhava Natvayi Mamatila Matri Parameshwarata Tadapi Tavadhika Durgata Ghatana Vidhatri Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande. O Lord Sri Krishna, I am offering a prayer unto you. Please let the bee of my mind be offered the nectarian honey of your lotus feet. Same words. Rupa Goswami is singing these glories. And I think from the same inspiration, the Lord appeared in the form of Vithala in Maharashtra. Param Pujya Loknath Swami Maharaj has written a very beautiful book in Marathi. Its name is Bhu Vaikuntha. And he has described very nicely the glories of Rukmini Devi and glories of the lotus feet of the Lord in that book. So Lord has appeared in this Vithala form and Rukmini Devi is beside him. Maybe by the inspiring words of the Rukmini Devi, Lord has opened his lotus feet to the whole universe in Pandharpur Dham. Pandharpur is the only Dham in the whole universe where the devotees go and touch the Lord's lotus feet. No other place, in no other place, people cannot go and touch the lotus feet anywhere. Like, in this temple, Lord is inside. But only in Pandharpur Dham, along with Rukmini Devi, Lord has opened the glories of his lotus feet to the whole universe. That is the glories of Rukmini Devi, which is emanating from this beautiful verse. And also today is very, very, very auspicious Hera Panchami. And this is also coincidentally, this is also the glories of the Lakshmi Devi and Rukmini Devi. So in Jagannath Puri, Lord enjoys the company of Lakshmi Devi. The Jagannath Puri temple is called as Sri Mandir. It is not called as Jagannath Mandir. It is called as Sri Mandir. It is the temple of Lakshmi Devi. And the Lord stays in the Lakshmi Devi's house. And Lakshmi Devi cooks very beautiful, preparations for the Lord. That's why Lord never leaves that house. And one day Lord thought that Lakshmi Devi is serving me so nicely. I must spend some good time with her, like an ordinary husband. So Lord pretended that he's ill. He's not keeping well. So he ordered the doors to be closed for next 15 days. So that Lord can spend some good time with Lakshmi Devi. For 15 days or so many months, Lord was spending time with Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi was serving the lotus feet of the Lord. But after some time, Lord became bored. Then she requested Devi, now sitting in my house, now I am feeling better. Now I should go outside and just take some good fresh air and I will come back tomorrow. Lakshmi Devi said, oh, all right, you can go and please come back. And Lord did not take Lakshmi Devi. So on Rath, Lord went to see the gopis. Gundicha temple. This is the Vrindavan. And the Sri Mandir, Jagannath Mandir, represents the Dwarka. Very opulent, where Lakshmi Devi stays. And Lord sitting on the Rath with Balramji, brother, and Subhadra, sister. He was very joyfully traveling to Vrindavan. He wanted to see and meet the gopis, Nanda Baba, Yashoda. In that bhava, he comes out. And Lakshmi Devi, as usual, hankering for Lord's lotus feet. One day passed, second day passed, third day passed. Lakshmi Devi become, very disturbed. My husband promised me that he will come next day. This is the third day. He has not come. And tomorrow, if he doesn't come, I will become very wild. Then Lakshmi Devi, fourth day also, Jagannathji did not come. And now Lakshmi Devi became very furious. And she wanted to go and then shout at Jagannath, you promised me that you will come next day, but this is the fourth day. But she thought, it may not be good conduct to do that. So she went to Vimala Devi. So in Vimala Devi is there just in that temple. So she expressed her heart to Vimala Devi. Look, Devi, my husband said that he will come next day, but this is the fourth day he has not come. I want to go and chastise all those beggars who are with Jagannath. I want to chastise all those sevaks. I want to beat them. Lakshmi Devi, very furiously, with transcendental love she is expressing with Vimala Devi. Vimala Devi pacified her. Devi, you don't do that. Although I understand, my husband also, you can understand Shivji when he goes into the smashan and he go into meditation for years and years together, but I am peaceful. So I am telling you, don't go with any agitation. Go peacefully. And you speak with very loving words to Jagannath. By your attractive face and attractive word, Jagannath will come very soon. Lakshmi Devi said, all right, I will listen to the Vimala Devi. So fifth day, Lakshmi Devi waited that fourth day. On the fifth day also, Jagannathji did not come. And now Lakshmi Devi lost her cool. So to see Jagannatha and all his sevakas, Lakshmi Devi started her journey from Dwarka to Vrindavan. That is from Sri Mandir to Gundicha temple. So that is called as Hera Panchami. So Lakshmi Devi was sitting in the palanquin, palki, and the sevikas are carrying her on the way. So Lakshmi Devi is thinking inside her mind what to speak and how to express my anguish to Jagannatha. When she comes to the temple of, Gundicha Mandir, suddenly the doors were shut. Lord Jagannath understood that I cannot bear the anguish of Lakshmi, so please shut the doors. So the Gundicha doors were shut. Now you can understand what Lakshmi ji must have felt. And all the sevikas are Lakshmi ji. Lakshmi ji, Mata Lakshmi told sevikas, you just beat all these sevikas. So they started beating them. And they broke the rath. The Nandi Ghosh rath was just standing there in front of Gundicha Mandir. They broke that just to express. And then one of her sevika, Lakshmi Devi, told, you take this piece of this chariot and show to the Subhadramaya. You show it to the Subhadramaya, so that Subhadramaya will communicate my anguish to Jagannath ji. So this was the transcendental love. And Jagannath, so pleasing with the gopis, and he was staying for more than 5 days, many days there. And afterwards, Lakshmi Devi goes back to Mandir. And she shuts the door. Because Gundicha Mandir was shut, and she shuts the door here. Now Jagannath ji is in tension. So when he comes back in the return journey, Jagannath ji has brought so many rasgullas, And Jagannath ji was knocking the door, just like an ordinary husband. Lakshmi Devi is not opening the door. So this pastime comes later. And when Lakshmi Devi opens, she wants to speak something, but Jagannath ji puts the rasgulla into her mouth. So Lakshmi Devi was very pleased, and she welcomes Jagannath ji back home. So very nice, beautiful pastimes. And this Hera Panchami is the day that Lakshmi Devi sets her journey from Sri Mandir to Gundicha Mandir. Very beautiful pastime. And this glorious characters of Lakshmi Devi, glorious qualities of Rukmini Devi, and glorious love of Lord he has for his devotees. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Yes, Prabhu.
Giving the example of Vitthal, they were showing the lotus feet of Vitthal.
Yes,
Only one place. But Prabhupada has said the example that we should meditate on the lotus feet. We shouldn't touch. But pujaris and other things, they are allowed to touch. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Prabhuji. I think this is a very beautiful expression, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. So, people should not think of touching the lotus feet, but they should meditate. This is what Prabhupada ji has taught. I think you are, Prabhupada ji, more than Lord Krishna, Prabhupada ji has opened the glorious lotus feet of the Lord to the whole world by meditation. And this is much more glorious than what Lord did himself. Because it is very difficult to go to Pandharpur and touch the lotus feet. But you can simply reading the Prabhupada ji's book, you can meditate. Very nice, Prabhuji, very nice expression. Thank you so much. Yes.
Hare Krishna,
Yes,
sorry. Is that the same standard with touching Srila Prabhupada's feet?
I did not.
I'm asking, is it okay to touch Srila Prabhupada's feet?
Oh, okay.
Like the Murti, did
Yes,
Prabhupada
yes.
accept us to touch his feet?
Yes,
That's
yeah.
what I'm asking.
Yeah. So the ecstatic devotees, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, the Charanamrita of the devotees, Uchchista and the Seva, these are very important for devotees. So devotees are always hankering to touch the feet of the Vaishnavas. They can touch if they allow. But sometimes we have to see the circumstances and the time. Because
So I'm asking you, does Srila Prabhupada allow it?
Prabhupada sometimes allowed, One Mataji was, in one incident, one Mataji came, Prabhupada was sitting here like this and she wanted to touch. Prabhupada just smiled and kept quiet. Okay, all right. This is the mercy of Prabhupada. And sometime Prabhupada was sitting on an armchair when the cat came there, small kitten came, I think somewhere in America. And Prabhupada gently touched his feet to that cat. And it was written actually, after some time, that cat died. And receiving the glory of the Prabhupada lotus feet. Yes, seeing the mood and the circumstances, we may touch the feet to get the mercy. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, I think that, thank you so much for this class and glorification of them. I think that the lotus feet, it's also the instruction of the Guru. When he said, wake up early, chant your round, go to Mangalarti. That is the lotus feet, the instruction for the spiritualist.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. So we can also meditate, and in Prabhupada's samadhis at the back side, there's the lotus feet of the, similar to the Lord Vithal. Prabhupada also has opened his glorious lotus feet to the whole world. So we can go and touch and take the blessings from that lotus feet, Mataji. It's all right. I mean, it's a blessing. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, सभी भक्तों की, हेरा पंचमी महामहोत्सव की, लक्ष्मी माता की, रुक्मिणी देवी की, पंडरीनाथ की,
कृष्ण 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 हरे